SpeedCreate. Come on, gather friends, we're going to create some distant lands. In the sky and no one else. The fun will never end. It is SpeedCreate. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of SpeedCreate. We are on episode 6, I believe. Yeah, episode 6. And, we're continuing our little intro cutscene, which is turning out to be very nice. I actually don't really finish the cutscene in this episode, and that is not due to me being very, very slow with cutscenes and needing like 5 hours to create them, even though I do kind of need a lot of time. That is due to me getting bored of the cutscene and moving on to other stuff, and that other stuff... Whoa, I dropped my pen! Watch out, pen! Don't fall and break your point. If you break your points, the point of the pen will be broken. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, we start doing scenery finally. And I don't know if you guys have been hyped about that, but I have been hyped about that. Yay! I think it feels to me like most people are really excited about scenery and maybe less excited about gameplay and story and all that stuff. I don't know, that's cool, and I am happy to feel that excitement, to fill your heart with excitement at the thought of scenery and awesomeness. What am I talking about? So I'm doing scenery today, after these little cutscenes. Man, the logic in these cutscenes are so very messy. It's like I was in a hurry, obviously, because I need to create it really, really fast. So I was like, okay, let's just finish the cutscenes really quickly and do all the sheep solutions. And that is exactly what I did. And I needed to, and if I were to look at it again, I will be absolutely screwed because I don't know what it is. It's so messy. And I did have to look at it again recently because I had to update the level with the speech bubbles. Before, the speech bubbles would sort of they would skip automatically to the next one after 6 seconds or so. You could also skip it with circle, but that turned out to be sort of, there are slow readers obviously, and personally I really like having it auto because I don't know, it feels more like a movie, but it's not really worth it if there are slow readers who can't even read your speech bubbles and not feel like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up and read this. So thanks for that. So that was a patch I did. Thanks for Dark DDD actually making some feedback for me. Oh yeah, maybe I should tell. I don't know how many watch this really. It's not really super mega watch this SpeedCreate series that we're experiencing, this journey we're going on. But if you have a little level and would like a honest opinion of it, you could check out Dark DDD's review shop thingy. He has a site, redcorecat.com, and he does a bunch of reviews, and they are all very, very to the point and well made, and great for getting feedback for your level. So if you want some feedback and if you want to improve your level, you could totally give him a little nudge on LBP Central. There's a thread there in the review section of his, where you will get your reviews, and just tell him that you want a review, and he might come around and give you a review with an opinion of the level. It'll be totally great. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in because he helped with this level, giving me some nice feedback. So yeah, cool. Yeah. Anyway, we are moving on from the horrible intro that took so long and was so frustrating to create for a lot of reasons, blah blah blah, to making scenery. And I mentioned that you guys seem to be very excited about scenery. Everybody loves to create scenery levels and with proper pretty scenery and having a good time with scenery, and that's fine. That's cool. I personally like gameplay more, or I like both actually. I love mixing gameplay and scenery and doing sort of one thing at one point, another at one point. So maybe 5 minutes of gameplay and then 5 minutes of the scenery. It'd be wonderful. And this does not at all add up with my way of doing things. I'm like, oh, do everything in cardboard and then do scenery. And you know, it does help with level design and planning everything out and making it so you can do easy changes, but it also makes everything slightly more depressing. Nah, it's fun. This scenery, however, is not fine. It's absolutely horrible. You will see that I sort of... you'll see how bad it is. But basically what I do is that I create some sort of weird ass backdrop that has nothing to do with the foreground where the gameplay happens. So the scenery and the gameplay doesn't even match up somehow. I don't even know how I succeeded in doing that. So you know, it's horrible and sad. But luckily I realized that and do some changes later on. Spoilers. Speaking of scenery, before I forget this, and speaking of these wonderful trees, Dr. DD gave me some more feedback. I was like, you should have some prices or whatever, I don't know, lol. And I was like, yeah, maybe so. So I added some prices to the level quite recently. And yes, I still do some updates to the level now and then. And yes, I am actually over 24 hours creating all them right now. Which is, you know, I don't know, I did most of the level in 24 hours. And then I did some polishing over the 24 hours. But giving like... I've added like secrets with characters that are like well made. That took time to create, and I also added extra bonus features for those. So yeah, I should talk about that before going into the other stuff. What I did was that I did an update on level, and basically if you play the level and use the Creatinator, if you don't, how do I describe this? Alright, so how it works is that at the end of the level there is a counter, and that counter will count the number of times you have shot sackbots and you have used your Creatinator. And the less times you have used your Creatinator, the cooler you are. So if you, for example, have shot 30 shots with a Creatinator to get through the level, you will not get anything at all. But if you have shot less than 25 shots, you will get some trees. Because I'm giving away the trees as prizes, yay! So that's nice, isn't it? Oh, we're going in hour 2 here, cool. Well, not hour 2, hour 12, I believe. Maybe, yeah, this is the 6th episode, so after this we have 6 more episodes to go and then level will be finished, wow! Anyway, what I was gonna say is that, yeah, you get some trees, and if you have like, I think it's less than 16 shots, you get less than or 16 shots, you get some more trees and some bubbles and some other secret prize we're not gonna spoil. And then there's a reward at 13 as well. So if you like trees and other weird characters that I have included, which I will not spoil, you could do the level, give the level a try and try and get some trees and or other stuff. So that's a pretty cool update, I think. It's sort of, I wanted to do it as fast as possible because I don't really like working on old levels. I have other projects to do as well, but it works. It's kind of bad looking, but it totally works, and it's totally fine, and you could give it a try if you wanted to. So just wanted to get that out there. It's really satisfying to sort of update old levels. Well, not old, really. This is relatively new for being me. Wait, I need to save my tea. Ah, that is some good tea. It's very satisfying to update old levels and sort of be like, oh man, that's actually better, cool. And that's what I did recently. It's very, very nice. I've actually been considering updating some... Oh man, I've been considering updating all my levels actually. Maybe not really gameplay wise, but you know, there's a memorizer now. I could totally have like, I could remember if someone had beaten some of the levels. You know, that would require one memorizer, literally. Level beaten, memorize, whatever. And then I can have one memorizer that memorizes if you have done well in the level. And I could have different conditions for that. For example, if you get less than 10 that's a Mission Impossible, I could have like, okay, you've done well in the level, congratulations. If you ace Mission Impossible, I can like, oh, you did very well in the level, congratulations. And I also have a bunch of other levels where you do a lot of point collecting. That wouldn't really work in Stick Rigs, but whatever, it would still be pretty cool, I think. And then I could have like a final level where it remembers if you played stuff in my levels earlier, and then it go, oh, you played the other Miniska levels, huh? Congratulations, you are very awesome, yeah. But I won't do it because I will have to force players to replay all my levels, and I would not want to do that. I just wanted to remember right away. So, you know, it's just an idea. If you are making new levels, I don't know what I do, you could totally do that. So, that was the fun stuff with the memorizer. Now, maybe I should talk about this level, you know, that I'm making here. Some beautiful magic here. I sort of had this idea of taking scenery from an old level of mine, which I never finished ever, and I barely started it, but I did some scenery, and it looked alright, so I was like, okay, maybe I can do something with this scenery. So I sort of copied that scenery, and just to see, maybe it's something I could go on. And as you can see, it's over the yellow and red and bricky, and it looks not very nice, and again, this is due to me not really planning the scenery, because I'm bad at planning the scenery. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but planning gameplay is easier than scenery, because gameplay is something very, how would I say it? It's kind of like math. Either it works or it does not, in some way. Not really, but sort of like that. And scenery is like, it's also really hard to plan scenery on paper, because, well, you know, doing stuff on paper is very different from doing stuff with cardboard and stickers in Little Planet. So I usually just doodle, and it takes a while, and I usually get it very wrong in the beginning, but eventually it turns out to something, okay? So at this point I was like, whoa, that is like blue. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. And from here I sort of, yeah, I realized that blue is a nice color and I might use blue. And sort of about this old scenery that is populating my level currently. So yeah, I always have this weird struggle where I attempt to find the nice right scenery and getting it just right. But you know, it usually goes well. I have actually gotten better with scenery over the past years. I used to be pretty bad at it. I mean, you know, I have old levels, you know, and I can revisit them. I have levels like Paying the Bill. You've probably not played it because it's pretty old, where the scenery is just like, it's not that good. And my oldest level is Adventure Through the Evil Factory. And the scenery there is, you know, I was a new creator. Didn't use the grid. Everything is very irony. I will totally make a video of that because it's pretty nostalgic to me. I think it'll be interesting for everyone involved. Anyway, we have now created for 12 hours. Woo! Well, I have created. You have watched if you watched everything. And as you know, we have 24 hours to go. So maybe it's time to get sort of excited and also to get sort of stressed out, because 6 hours to do all of the scenery and do all the polishing is not really a lot. So will I make it in time? Who knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed episode 6 of this marathon, which is coming to its end right now. And I will see you on Sunday. I said that. Cool. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. And you know, that's about it. Goodbye.